You guys, welcome to lesson 82. This is a fun one. This is like a roller coaster ride. This lesson is called in the book Algebraic Simplifications, blah. I don't like that name at all. I do not want to call it that. I want to call this lesson super duper complex fractions. They are going to turn into a roller coaster ride. I don't even want to talk about theory behind it. I want to dive in and show you the first example, 82.1. I think you're going to like it. They're going to get all manner of crazy. Ready? A over look at all those bars. I have to make sure I copied it properly. 1a over 1 plus a over 1 plus 1x. Okay, that is a super duper complex fraction, and we are going to tackle it. I suggest, notice how, look at all the white space I gave myself around this problem. Yes, you're going to want it. We're still going to be recopying. It gets a little nutty, but they're pretty fun. The strategy is exactly the same as we've used for our complex fractions up till now. Go to the very deepest depth of the denominator and figure out what you've got. There we have 1 plus 1x. The strategy is always going to be the same. Combine the two numbers, then you multiply by the reciprocal. We're just going to reduce all of these fractions to 1. Ranger's got things to say about this. He loves a super duper complex fraction. So we're going to add the fractions, multiply by the reciprocal. Add the fractions, multiply the reciprocal. It's the same process, just repeating itself. So, in order to add these fractions, we'll multiply this by x over x, and then we'll be able to add them, and we'll get x, this x, I'm going to squiggle this one out, x plus 1 over x. Okay? So the first thing we did was we added the fractions. Now, we multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of this would be x over x plus 1. If we multiply this by x over x plus 1, we have to do it to the top of that one. X over x plus 1. Oh, see, I did the bad thing though. See, I reciprocaled it again. I did not multiply by the very same thing. I want to multiply by, oh no, I did it right, sorry. Got all excited there, didn't I? That's a mistake, is that sometimes people get so excited going from here to the reciprocal that they take the reciprocal again when they go up. So I was so busy thinking about that mistake that I did it when I didn't really have to do it. That didn't even make sense, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so all of our bottom has gone away now. And we have, I'm going to rewrite it, we have 1 plus, now I'm going to put this a over 1 so that I can multiply, because we have to multiply it by x over x plus 1. Ranger, stop scratching at the refrigerator. It's not going to happen like that for you. And of course, this is still all over a. All right, so now I'm going to multiply. This much turns to ax over x plus 1. Okay, so that takes care of that. But now look, we're adding it to 1 again. So now I have to adjust this 1 so that I can add it to that. And I have to multiply it by x plus 1 over x plus 1 in order to get the matching denominator so I can add them together. So that one goes away. And this is turning into ax times x plus 1 over x plus 1. Oh wait, I multiplied and all I need to do is add here. Okay? We're not multiplying. We multiplied the x plus 1 over x plus 1 times that 1, but when I combine this with the ax, I'm not multiplying that, I'm just adding that. Okay, so this is our new denominator, so I'm going to rewrite it. We've still got the a on top, but now we've reduced all of this to ax plus x plus 1. I'm fixing my little mistake there. All over x plus 1. And you see how now we've added the fractions again, and now we're ready to take the reciprocal again. So now we multiply this by the reciprocal, x plus 1 over ax plus x plus 1. If we do it on the bottom, we have to do it on the top too. X plus 1 over ax plus x plus 1. Whew, it's a big mouthful. Double checking just to make sure I did this properly. Okay, that's truly the reciprocal, and then I want these two to match, so I check and make sure those are the same. Good. This all goes away. And now look, we've got it down to just one final step. A over 1 times x plus 1 over ax plus x plus 1. And we can rewrite that. I hope you've been able to see this all the way along. We can rewrite this as, I'm going to do it down here, just so there's plenty of room. A times x plus 1 quantity over ax plus x plus 1. This is a perfectly acceptable format for the answer. Or you could distribute that out and call it ax plus a over ax plus x plus 1. Either one of those is a perfectly acceptable answer. In this case, John chose this format, but like I say, this is equally right. Remember, you cannot cancel these ax's because they're being added to other things. Only if we're multiplying can we eliminate, or cancel rather, in a fraction like this. Okay, so the steps to this, I just want to summarize once again. Start at the bottom. The very, very, very bottom of the fraction. Remember, this was our whole big thing. We started way down here. And then we want to, our process is add the fractions and then multiply by the reciprocal. And you just keep working up from the bottom. Here, I'm just going to draw a little box around my steps. And you just keep repeating these steps, working your way up till you get to the top of the fraction, and then simplifying. I think these are really fun. I think they're kind of crazy and wild. They do get messy. It does require a lot of paper to keep from messing up, but go ahead and give them a shot. I want you guys to try example 82.2. Again, it's on page 341. Be sure to check your work step by step. You can check these right in the book because I want you to be sure that you're not getting messed up. So if you get confused, if you're not sure, go ahead and take a peek at it. But even if you feel confident, check your work and follow along with the progress in the book to make sure that you're not going down a blind alley as you do these problems. If I were there with you, I would be watching. But since I'm not, I want you guys to use the book, or maybe Jen, if you're available, you can help them. But I want you to keep checking with each step as you add the fractions and then multiply to make sure that you're keeping your work neat and clean and not confusing yourself with this kind of wild ride. Lesson 82, super duper complex fractions. Have fun with it.